Hello guys, we're back here with the Sunstone Ridge. Yes, owned by Sunny Ridgeway because I'm feeling very creative. You'll just have to forgive me, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're just going on to the step 2 of the sort of tutorial part of the game, and I think we probably have to click somewhere with the big green arrow. I'm just saying. So I'll click on the stables here, and this is Sophie. Now Sophie is one of our staff member, and I told you we'll get to know her along the way, and her daughter, and the stories are kind of nice. But we're going straight for the market because we got to start somewhere, and apparently our estate has gone down so far that we don't even have a horse left on the place, which is a little bit tragic. Now at this point, this one is like only $10 or 10 horse doubloons or horse loonies or whatever, gold bits anyway. There's only 10 between them. That's about the most you ever get. Sometimes they're the exact same. There's going to be a button up under the word market there in the upper right hand corner where we could pay to get new horses in, but that we're not there yet. So this one is slightly better than that one. I like the color better. Can I click on her? No. Later on again, you'll be able to click on these horses and find out what their preferred track surface is. Do they like a hard track, a soft track? Do they like to run from the middle of the pack? Are they horses that like to run in the back and then, hopefully still win? Front runners. I like to ride a front runner. It just makes it way easier in the game. If you're just starting out and if you haven't quite figured out how to come from the back, there's a certain amount of strategy words in, you want to run your horse where they're the most comfortable, but you can't let the leaders get too far ahead either. So we'll see. We'll get to that as we're racing though. I'm going to buy Rush Thumb over here, whose name I will probably change. But she's a little bit better. You might as well start with as good as you can get, right? And then we get introduced to our new mare, who's I like that color. She's nice and rich. It's a good color for Sunstone, right? Nice shiny coat there. Got a bit of a gold hint. Rush Thumb is not my favorite name ever. We are going to change it, but we can't just yet. Let's go up and hit the big green arrow one more time. We're going to look at our goals. These are kind of like daily quests. Story goals. Now, see the big number 1 in the upper left-hand corner? That is our prestige level. We're going to have an entire series of goals that we have to work to. When we've completed them, we will get on to level 2 prestige, and this will go up, to the maximum. And you're going to have to do that. Later, there will be daily goals as well. So there's different things you can do, just things to work toward. Mr. Kwan here wants us to buy a horse and then choose. We've already done that, but it's compete in a race. Now, anytime you have a goal selected, and later there'll be several of them, if you select a goal and hit the go button, it will take you to the page required to do that specific goal. It's just a shortcut. I could click on the X up here and close out of goals and then pick where I'm going, or just use the shortcut and go directly there. So we are at 3 Oaks. This is beginner level stuff. This is like the country fair, or maybe, I don't know. Now the surface here is medium, and it's a very short race at 900 meters. We're going to click on this one, and we will see that we got lucky. No, we didn't. Firm. Okay, firm in medium isn't too bad. You'll notice the 900 is in green. That's because it's perfect. We will be getting bonuses toward the race because of that. The firm surface is medium. My horse likes firm. That's only kind of one off his favorite, so there's no penalty for that. If instead of medium, like we like firm, if this was a soft instead, which is kind of 2 steps along the way, the firm would be in red. showing us that that's going to be a penalty to our horse's ability to run the race, and it will make a difference. You can have a horse that has much higher stats, bigger numbers, can be faster, and if he's too far off what he actually likes to run in, he's gonna lose. So do keep those things here in mind. Now if I click on, I should be able to, oh, they want me to click on the horse. Fine. This is showing me he wants to run in the middle and then firm, but you know, we had already seen that, so that's okay because it shows us here. But the thing is, for these other horses, which I can't get to yet, you can check on them. You can check on them. Now this is a big change in odds, but it's the tutorial. They're probably going to let us win. I'm just saying. Now it's a short race, so we'll try to show you as much as possible about how to actually run a race. Now it's going to draw my post position, and then it's going to show us an overview of the track, and he's going to be talking. I've got the announcer's voice down, but he's saying fun things about the meet. If you want to skip all this part, you just hit the space bar and you go right into the starting gate, and you can run from there. Now remember, you only have 3 controls. We're the gold orangey color off to the left there. Hit the space bar on the green bit. Whoops. The closer, the better start you have, the more sprint power you have. Sprint power is something you kind of want to keep as much of it to the end. Ooh, okay, let's go. Okay, wait for the flash. Now, I want to, see it says perfect at the top? I got just the right rhythm to be going as quickly as possible, okay? If I'm in this green spot, my sprint is refilling faster. You need sprint at the end. If you use all this up, you are going to lose. Abso-freaking-lutely, no problem. Now this horse likes the middle of the pack, so right now I'm in the green spot. You can see there's another green spot back there because there's a clump of horses together. He'd be happy back there too, or she'd be happy back there too. But you can't let the leaders get too far ahead of you because you're going to lose then again. Now this is going to be, I don't see how I could possibly win this. The final stretch, I'm doing perfectly. Keep the same pattern. If you go too quick, and I ran out too fast, okay, they're letting me win. Running out of sprint energy that early in is going to make you lose, okay? So it's a tutorial. They're being kind. But there is some strategy to the racing. There absolutely is some strategy. So I want a little bit of cash, cool beans, and these items that you win, the sprint feed, the grain, and more feed. These, well, grain is feed too, but you're going to need these for training your horses, for raising babies, for doing all kinds of things. So they're important to get your hands on those too. It's not just about the money. Now, if your horse hasn't leveled after a race, you don't get this screen. This only comes up when your horse levels. So we're going to say done to that. Look, our goal, we've got the big red exclamation mark. So now we know we have finished something. And again, we're getting 3 grain. We click the collect button and ka-ching. Everybody has to start somewhere. Absolutely. And we will need to train our horses. Yes, we will. Trenton TJ is our trainer. Trenton TJ James. I'm guessing the TJ comes from what, Michael Smith? I don't know. That was terrible. I'm ashamed. So we're going to train our horses now. Trenton, hello. Good old TJ. He's my bud. He's always happy too. I have the best staff ever. Now, when I click on train here, for speed is what we have selected. That's just going to happen kind of automatically. See, the speed is already done because that's what was selected when it came in. I am going to keep on training and get the sprint energy up as well. And I'm going to train for acceleration too. We went from 3rd. That's 5 each. You don't get that later in the game. I'm just saying. And now we have to race the horse again to get more experience before we can level her up again. So she is now a level 2 horse. We can click on her goal. And you don't have to do these right away, except during this tutorial section. I just do a bunch of them and then select them all at once. And that's basic training. We're off. See how happy? He's all happy. Isn't he cute? He is so cute. So there are rewards for doing that. Prestige number 2. Ooh, did you see that? Good, cool beans. Now we've got a new racetrack opened, and the customization, we'll look at that later too. But we have new options. Now we have a whole bunch of new stuff. So we want to do these. If we're going to add a foaling stall, we will need to buy a horse stall at some point, because the baby can't grow up and go into a stall of its own until you have a stall to put it in. So breeding a horse, get a full stall, breed a horse, have the baby, get the stall, Incoming, it's okay, we'll look at that too. Keep racing, pretty easy, and then upgrading our facilities. I don't want to do any of those right now, so I'm just going to close the goal. I'm going to back up here. And the homestead. So here's the 4 different places. Race and ride is obvious. We race. We ride. Okay. Training, you've seen that already. As we go up in levels, see, we can upgrade. Because we're now level tier 2, we can upgrade our training, which allows us to train our horses further. There's going to be 2 things that stop your training. The quality of the horse. There is a certain level that the horses can go to, and that's as high as they can ever get. And the tier of your farm, your training facilities. So if you've got a really good horse, but you haven't leveled up far enough to have your facilities leveled up, he's not going to be at his full potential. And you can have your facilities leveled up to the max, but if you've got a horse that doesn't have the quality to get that far, then he's not going to get that far. In the stables, this is where we're going to be able to click on our actual horses, and over here we can change the name. Now this is our foundation mare. This is our very, very, very first horse. I think she needs to be called something with sunstone in it, right? Sunstone Lady, Sunstone Lady, sure. Now I click on here. This went away and this grayed out. They can't say the word lady. So I'm going to click randomize again. Sunstone Adventure. There you go. Although I think Sunstone is the problem. Can they do that? No, they can't. So I can't use the word Sunstone. I like the adventure though. Bright Adventure. There we go. She's bright. It's sunny. Bright Adventure. Will that go?
Bright Adventure.
Bright Adventure. That stays green. This stays available. Now, you can put whatever name you want. If the guy can't say it in a race, all he's going to do is say, and number 3 is in the lead and coming up, blah, blah, blah. They're just going to use your post position. It sounds absolutely fine. It's not a big deal, but if you want to hear that name, it's got to be commentary friendly, which means the word is already in the game. So Bright Adventure, we're just starting out. Oh, it's a happy, bright, positive name. I love it. So our foundation mare has just become Bright Adventure. This is her pedigree. Now, the only reason I'm kind of really looking at this, because we don't know the horses and it doesn't matter, is I'm looking at the colors on these horses. Okay, we've got some various pinto and pink things going on over here. This one's got some Appaloosa. We got some serious colors. There's another pinto there, and even the heavy dapple. Okay, I love dapples. King of Blaze is a so she's solid, but there's going to be a lot of chances of getting a whole lot of spots in her foals. And that's fine. You can either breed for color or not. I went with, because I had Midnight Lair as my main stallion, I started purposely breeding for dark horses. I breed for, you want fast stats, of course. I was breeding for dark horses on that particular farm, and I like front runners. Those are my favorite things. So it's, and you can pay some cash to find out what's in there. See, we got some hidden bits here that will make a difference in breeding her. So keep that in mind. And there we go. I am going to quit here. Yeah. Oh, no, we'll finish. We're going to add a horse stall because we're going to want a whole lot more of them. We're going to click over here on the bottom right in the foal stalls. It's part of our goals. And we're going to add a foal stall. We're going to build that. Now we can end up with, I believe, 3 of them. And then you would just, you could just use your arrow keys or just do A and D, or just click along once you've got more than one open. See, there's another one over there. So that's good. You know what? We're here. Let's go ahead and breed. Actually, can we upgrade it? No, we can't. So let's breed it. Let's breed our Bright Adventure. Now, right now, we're only going to have 2 studs over here. No, I don't want that. I want to see what they look like. Back up. Is this done? Can I get out? There we go. Woo! So we have who? Metal Mystery. Likes to run in the front. Ooh, I like it. These 2 stats are both better. The speed isn't. Now, your horses, the stats you have, you can have foals that will come out with numbers other than what you're seeing. I like this, though. I like the color. Looks good. What's the other stud? Angry Tactic. Now, the speed's better, but the sprint energy is lower. And I think we've just got the 2. Now, what I could do is click this little button under the $1,000 mark there. I could pay 1,000 gold to get a new stud up here, or wait for 25 minutes. I'm just going to grab this guy. He's just a number 1 horse. I mean, because he's better, we have a chance of getting a level 2. Not a good chance, only 30%, but what the heck? Sure. Now, I don't have basic tack. I can click on go to the market, and I don't have basic tack here either. So I'm going to close that. And when I click on breed it, I'm just going to have to pay the quick buy and do that. So there's our first successful breeding. Now, as you level up, the foaling is going to take longer and longer. This is only 20 seconds. It's going to be a few minutes, and then it's going to be more minutes later. I usually just go racing. You can always pay to have that be immediate. It's like you give them some kind of drug, and the baby just grows like crazy and pops right out. It's awesome. But it's free right now. Oh, well, we could, it's here anyway. Let's meet our new baby. Whoa, this is always whoa, look at the color on this darling. Woohoo! Wow, actually, she's pretty. I got a filly. Look at this. Very nice. We got the level 2 baby. Isn't she adorable? Oh, come on. Oh, look at the little ears up. She's so cute. Now, later, once we reach level 3, and honestly, what I should have done, and I didn't, and I would recommend to you to not do what I just did. I would say go race your mare. Race your mare until your farm gets to level 3. Because at that point, you can care for your foal rather than just skipping straight to mare. And you can get bonuses added to these stat numbers. Okay, we could have had 4 points level distributed here with between speed, sprint, and acceleration. So one would have had 2, the others would have had 1 each. But I didn't do that because I wanted to show you right away. Isn't she cute? Oh my God, she's adorable. I love this little baby. Oh, she's lovely. I would say race your mare till you get to level 3 before you do your first breeding. It's just, you're going to end up with a better horse. Thought perfume is weird. Book bargain. Now, what was it? Bright Adventure, right? Bobble velvet. Well, that's a velvet bauble sounds more fun. Velvet bauble isn't bad. Blush behavior. Cherub, seeker, ancient blast, fine function, muscle midnight, frothy flicker. You know, frothy. She bright flicker. She's cute with all the little.
Bright flicker.
That works. Okay, confirm. Bright flicker. Sure, why not? And now we get to see what she looks like all grown up. Now, well, she's still cute. Not as good as the foal. She was prettier as a foal, but it's cute. So we did get a level 2 horse. Her stats are quite good. And I like it. I like it. There we go. Bright flicker. My little horsey. So there's our very first mare and our very first foal. Aww. Isn't it cute? So we're still getting through the tutorial here, folks. I hope you are liking it a little bit. It's a fun game. There's lots of things to do. Thank you guys. Thank you patrons. Thank you guys for being here, for your comments, your thumbs up. And if you're liking Horsey game, let me know. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.